Hi everyone and welcome back to Liable of Zest. I'm so excited because today we are going to be doing a Pilates class standing up. We are veering it up a little bit. We're going to be focusing on improving our balance and stability. This particular class is for seniors, but if you aren't a senior, you can still join in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to be easing ourselves into it and getting used to that balance and improving that stability. I would recommend that you have some form of a chair or a desk or a couch nearby so that you can have that security if you do lose balance while doing the workout. Let's get straight into it. We are starting standing at the end of our mat. Let's draw those shoulders down that back, lengthening that spine, getting that belly all the way towards our spine. Let's inhale. And exhale, we're rotating our palms to face the wall in front of us, and we're slowly going to bring our hands up towards the ceiling on the exhale and inhale back down. I want you to make sure that while we're doing this, we're activating those glutes, we're activating that core, we're sucking in that pelvic floor, and as we lift those arms up towards the ceiling, we are drawing those scaps down that back. Even though we aren't doing too much work at the moment, we're just warming ourselves up. You should be really feeling that activation and that control while maintaining that good and crisp posture. Let's do 3 more of these. And that's 1. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. We're going to bring our arms into a T position. And we are going to rotate our hands towards the left-hand side while maintaining our hips facing forward. We want to rotate 2 pulses towards the left. Inhale, center, and rotate 2 pulses towards the right. Inhale, center. And that's 3. Back to center. And 4. Inhale, center. And 5. Keep going. Inhale, center. And 6. Back to center. We're going to get those feet shoulder width apart. I want you to rotate that tailbone out towards the wall behind you. You're going to bring your arms out in front of you. You're going to inhale, and on that exhale, reach forward and bend slightly as far as you feel comfortable. I want you to really focus on being aware of where your balance and your center of gravity is moving as you are standing and leaning back down and reaching. Imagine like you have a rope around your wrists and it's pulling you forward, reaching as far as you can, drawing the scaps down that back and standing back up. While we're doing these warm-up exercises, I want you to really just think about your muscles activating as you're working. Feel where you're feeling that movement. Feel where you're feeling any form of niggles or tightness. And let's do 1 more. And leading through those heels back up to standing. We're going to bring those feet again shoulder width apart. And we're doing a few shoulder rolls backwards while we're inhaling and exhaling. And a few forwards, inhaling and exhaling. From here, we're going to reach that left hand over towards that right wall. And as we're doing that, we're trying to reach as far down as we can with the opposite hand while pushing that opposite hip into the wall next to us. And back to center. And reaching over. Allow that body to stretch out. And we're doing 6 of these. Just feel that movement and that flexibility as we're going. And last one. Okay, let's come towards our chair. We're going to be doing some single leg work now. So if you are feeling like you have to, you can just either hold the chair with 2 hands or with 1 hand. We're going to lift that right leg into a high knee position while we maintain the balance and stability on that left leg. Let's pretend our foot is a suction cup. We're lifting that arch while we're still relaxing those toes. And we're just going to hold. Inhale. and exhale. And if you do struggle in that high knee position, you can just drop your foot a little bit lower. And let's go for another 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Lifting that other leg up to do the same thing. We're just going for 8 seconds. Just really focus on getting your center of gravity right over that foot. And let's go for another 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We're going to come back to both feet on the floor. And I want you just to get used to your motion and that center of gravity moving around. We're going to just alternate between rotating our hips and that center of mass from left to right. You're doing little circles with those hips, keeping that core tight. And keep pushing forward, rounding back. And let's make those circles bigger as we're working. You're still keeping that activation while you're moving. And let's change direction, starting with small circles, going from left to right, around and forward and back. Keep going. And let's make those circles bigger. And inhaling and exhaling as we are working. All right, so remember keeping that chair nearby. We're going to start hands on hips or in a T position, depending on how you feel. We're going to lift that left leg, or you start with your dominant leg so you can get used to the movement, and then we can progress onto that weaker leg. So let's lift that leg, that weaker leg, and we're slowly going to backward toe tap, coming forward into sideways toe tap and back up. And we're going to do 5 of these. And again, you can place your hands where you feel the most comfortable, either in a T position, or you can be holding the chair with your one hand. You can be facing the chair and holding it with both hands. And lifting up, making sure that as you are dropping, you're keeping that knee positioning and stability. And if you're feeling really strong, you can challenge yourself to go really far back and really out wide. And let's change over to the other side. Let's lift up, bringing those hands up. Inhale, exhale, backward toe tap, and to the wide and back. That's 2. Keep going. And 3. And 4. We've got 2 more. You want to feel it nicely in that glute area. And last one. And back to center. We're going to turn around to face the chair now. Both hands on that chair in front of us, or holding that desk or whatever you have at home. And we're going to lift our right leg off the floor, bending it into a 90-degree angle. And we're just pointing those toes towards the floor. And it's just lateral pulsations into high knee and kicking back and up. And when you're kicking back, please make sure that you're not hyperextending that lower back. You want to tuck in, maintain that core activation. So even though we're moving the legs, you're still maintaining that core and glute activation. You have a slight bend in that other knee, so you're stabilizing with this one, and you're kicking back and tucking in, and that's 1 and 2. All the way back, you want to feel an activation into that right glute, and you want to feel that mobility into that right hip while you have that stabilization into that left glute. And let's do 1 more. And slowly down to do that same thing on the other leg. You should feel a deep glute activation. Let's inhale, exhale, lifting, and back. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. 4, sucking in that belly, 5, and 6. If you feel like you want more of a challenge, you can put your hands on your hips while you do this one. Let's bring that other right knee back up, pointing those toes towards the floor, and we're just, as you can see, we're just lifting that leg out to the side. All right, we're going to do 6 of those, core tight, keeping those hips aligned and facing forward. You're lifting that knee as high as you can, but you're keeping it aligned with your other knee, and you're not leaning. You're trying to keep that posture. And last one, and slowly down. We're going to do that same thing with that left hand side, and lifting and down. Exhale up, inhale down. That's 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5 and 6. Back all the way down. I want you standing, feet shoulder width apart, hands in front of you. You're going to open your chest towards the left hand side, rotating your body and following your hand with your eyes back to center. We're going to do 4 of these, keeping those hips forward. 3 and 4. From here, if you're feeling strong, feeling confident, we're slowly going to rotate that right leg, that toe to point towards the wall next to you. Going to bring your arms into a T position, and you're slowly going to open that chest towards the ceiling and back up. And slowly up, bringing those arms to come all the way towards the floor if you can, bending that left knee as you're working. And last one, to do that same thing with the other side and bending that left knee as we're rotating, and back up and all the way back up and looking up. And last one, and back up. Again, if you feel like you need to hold on to the chair, you can do that. We're going to interlace our hands behind our head. We're going to lift our right leg off the ground. You can either keep both hands or you can hold. We're slowly going to backward toe tap into rotation. That's 1. We're doing 6 of these, core tight. 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5 and 6. And we're going to lift and hold in that high knee position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to do that same thing with the other side. Backward toe tap into rotation, bringing that elbow towards that knee. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 more, core tight. And 5, rotating if you can. And 6, and keeping into that high knee, lengthening that spine. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. We're going to turn to face our chair again. And I want us to slowly walk ourselves down and away from that chair. Hands are comfortably over, and you're just drawing your head through your arms and allowing that back to stretch. You're inhaling and exhaling. Just let the shoulders drop to the ground. And imagine like you have a rope around your hips and they're being pulled towards the wall behind you. And slowly back up. You're going to hold on that chair and you're just going to walk your calves out, lifting and lowering those heels up and down. Keep going. And slowly coming back to center. I want you to place your hands on your elbows and you're slowly going to roll down. Just allow that body to drop towards the floor. If you need to, you can bend those knees, but just let your body fall into a relaxed, rounded C curve. And you're slowly going to lean towards the left-hand side, bringing your right rib and hip away from each other and just reaching down towards that left knee. And slowly back to center and reaching over towards the other side. And slowly back to center. And last one on each side. And back to center. Slowly rolling yourself back up, reaching towards the ceiling, and slowly back down. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that new variation. I look forward to helping you in the next video. If you like that video, hit that like button. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a lovely day.